Hello everyone, it's Linda here from Sticky with Glitter, and I've got another mini album to share with you today. This one was a very quick make. It's quite a small mini album, and I made it for my daughter. She's on holiday at the moment with her friend, and I thought I would just make her a small mini album to put her snapshots and selfies in when she gets back. It's not very complicated, it's quite simple. Nothing too fancy, not lots of pull-outs and flaps and things like that, because she won't have tons and tons of photos. So just a small project. I used the Simple Stories Summer Vibes 6x6 pad and some Basil Craft cardstock to make this album, along with some chipboard. The album measures 4 3/4 by 5 3/4, and the spine is 2 inches. Okay, so the front is decorated because I thought there would be quite a lot of selfies in this album. I actually used an Uptown Girls stamp called, I think it's Samantha Takes a Selfie. I thought these two girls looked quite like my daughter and her friend, and I coloured them up with kind of hair colours and that to match. And then these dies, the Polaroid little film strip and the camera, are from a club kit, a La La Land club kit that I was lucky enough to get when I was on the La La Land DT last year. They're not available to buy as yet because they were only available in the kit, but I do believe they are being released sometime this year, so keep an eye out for those. And if you want to make it before they come out, there's quite a few different Polaroid and film strip dies around, so I'm sure you can find those. I know Dies to Die For has quite a lot in her shop. And then on the front here I used this says Hello Summer. It's one of the chipboard pieces from the same collection, and then this sun is also one of the chipboard stickers from the same collection. And then I finished off with a few little Prima sugar dots. They're like enamel dots, but they're little hearts. And the girls are coloured in Distress Inks. And then on the spine, I used this lovely organza rose trim from the Ribbon Girl again, and I just decorated it with some lovely vintage seam binding from the Ribbon Girl. I thought the colours matched the papers rather nicely. And to get this crinkly effect, all you have to do is cut some lengths, and you need to cut it obviously longer than you want it to end up, because it's going to shrink, and you wet it. Just make it really wet and then really scrunch it to get the water out, and wring it, and just really play with it and scrunch it up, and then leave it to dry. Or if you're impatient and need to use it right now, you can use a hairdryer or a heat gun on it. And if you do use a heat gun on it, do be careful with your fingers, because you can easily burn them. And then, as I say, that you just get that nice scrunched up vintage look to them. And I like these ice cream colours. I thought they went really well with the paper. And then more of the 6x6 pad on the back, and I used this sheet with these little sentiments on, which I thought was quite nice. So I did use, you'll be surprised to hear, a tutorial from my sister Scrapper, and I'll see if I can find that for you and link it down below. And I honestly can't remember whether I used the same dimensions or whether I changed it up a bit to make it a bit smaller. Her tutorials are very easy to follow and very easy to adapt, so you can just adapt it to make it what size you want, or follow the tutorial as is. As I said, without going back to it now, I can't remember whether I changed the dimensions or not. I think that I did, but I can't be sure. Okay, so opening it up. As I said, I didn't do anything too fancy in this. I literally just used the 6x6 pad, and the only other thing that I used, other than the chipboard stickers was one sheet of 12 by 12 for the 3 by 4 cut aparts. And I've used the 3 by 4 cut apart, matted on some craft cardstock here to make a little pocket on the front inside cover. And I've just put some tags in. These tags are cut with, I think, a Dynamics, My Favourite Things tag stacks. Just the plain one. They do a stitched one as well, but I don't have that one. So it's just the plain one. And I used the smallest size, and then I think this is the middle size. And they just slip into that pocket there. And then all the pages are the same, the construction is the same, and I just used, what I did was I used a sheet of the 6 by 6 paper and cut that and then turned over and used the other side to make the trim. And each page is decorated with a little chipboard sticker from the sticker collection, and then it's just a little pocket at the bottom, and they've all got a 3 by 4 photo mat in, made with the 3 by 4 cut aparts and matted on some 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 cardstock, so you can fit a 3 by 4 picture on there. This is Life is Better in Flip-Flops, love it. And then in each pocket there is also a photo mat, and I've matted both sides with the planes from the 6 by 6 pad. Really like these, they're lovely colours and they look like wood planks, so almost like a beach hut. You see those in those colours. And these photo mats measure 5.5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so as I say, all the pages are the same, just different in which design paper I used and which cut apart is in them, and then which chipboard sticker I put on there, but other than that they are all the same. Love this little swimsuit here, splish splash. Really nice patterns on this paper too. Love the colours of this particular pad, and they've got some really fun patterns on there. This one's like, as the Americans would call it, soda bottle caps. And very often on here I've used coordinating chipboard stickers and cut aparts, and that's the photo mat for that one. This one, I love this lemonade sticker here, it's so great, and again I've used the cut apart to match. And then this says beach life is the best. It has a little chipboard ticket there, and the same sentiments are on the back of the album. And then I love this little ice cream cone here, and I use the same cut apart there. Love this paper. This is the paper that's on the front of my album, but this kind of sun effect is unfortunately mostly hidden by the Polaroid and the stamp, and you can see it in all its glory on that page. Now on this page, again, fun pattern here, and I love these dots here too, of all these different Instax and Polaroid cameras here, and I matched that with one of the little camera chipboard sticker, and obviously the camera on the cut apart here as well, and that's the photo mat for that one. Another ice cream here. The pattern says hello in various, it looks like it's been written in crowns almost, and 3 by 4 to match. love these stripes as well. These colours are just lovely. And on the last page here, I used a piece of the 6x12 paper. So actually, I used I had two sheets of 6x12 paper, but I didn't use it all. And I just used that to make like a pocket here. And inside that, I made like a little concertina book. So you've got some nice full colour 3x4s, and then really good spaces for some journaling here. And you could leave this plain or put a little smaller picture on there. It's got space for a date. And again, you can put a date here, maybe a little picture here. Lots of room for journaling there, and either journaling or a picture on this one as well. And that just pops in that pocket there. So as I say, super simple, very, very quick to make, very easy. Do have a go at it if you're looking to try out making an album, because this one was really easy. To be honest, all of Ginger's tutorials I find are easy, but this is a particularly simple one, and doesn't take too much paper. So that's my share for today. I hope you like it, and I hope my daughter likes it when I give it to her as a little gift when she comes to visit me next week. Thanks for watching.